God Eater doesn't have the best story writing, nor the best fighting scenes, nor the best characters. But guess what it does have? Big-titted anime woman. Yup, okay, I know, I understand, but we don't judge around here, and let's be honest, neither of us is going to be complaining. As this show isn't a hentai, the other elements of the show are also good. The best parts of the show are by far both the animation and the music. Out of nowhere, in the first episode, they decided to get extra spicy with the music, which I appreciated. Like, listen to this shit, reminds me of my emo phase.
Listen to me. I came here to kill Origami as a god eater!
Like, personally, I found that to be pretty fucking sick, and honestly, it's only cool because they decided to elevate the music from just being in the background, which a lot of anime shows do nowadays. I almost forgot, I should probably mention, the characters have simple designs besides this chick. She's more or less naked and has a crop top jacket that's doing God's work to not expose her nipples, as she doesn't even have a bra underneath. And like, think about it, she has to fight in that, like how does that even make sense? Whatever, we'll be moving on. The actual story takes place in a post-apocalyptic world, however it wasn't always one and we learn how it was destroyed. The backstory isn't super complex and can be simplified to scientist stupid bonk scientist. So yeah, Mark, I found this world-ending disease, but we're kind of already on overtime.
Yeah, I am pretty tired. What do you say we just get out? I mean, it's not going anywhere, so...
24 hours later.
Mark, I think we fucked up. But in more details, 3 scientists discover an organism that can evolve at a crazy rate, adapting to any environment and dominating it. While at first they planned to report its aggressive nature, one of them decided to change the report to make everything seem fine. But it wasn't. After a while, the world was flipped upside down and the humans needed to fight for their survival. So they created a weapon that used the same organism that destroyed their world. But there is a method to their madness, as no traditional weapons would harm these monsters, therefore they needed this creation to not go extinct. The monsters were called origami, as they can take many different forms, and the hunters were given the name God Eaters, as they wielded weapons called God Arcs. God Arcs, I fucked that up, whatever. But this is all just the prologue to this story that we get told in the later parts of the episodes. In reality, we start with Lengta Utsugi, as he's given the power of a God Eater. But before I start the actual story, guess what? There's another prologue to his backstory that I'll try to speedrun. Family is not let into city because they can't become God Eaters. They find boy and adopt him. After many years, he's no longer baby. Mom gets sick and they need medicine. Lengta finds medicine, but he also gets sickness, so they save him and the mother dies. Camp gets attacked by origami. Father dies. Lengta finds out he can become a God Eater, so he starts traveling to the city where he'll be safe with his sister. Sister gets injured and Sudokus herself so that he can move on and not die with her. Yep, that's kind of fucked. Also, only then does he get told that they were not related. They had a crush on each other, by the way. Now, we're up to date with the first episode of the show. Whether you like it or not, the story is not afraid to get dark, and in my opinion it excels in that aspect. Also, with its snappy pacing, it's hard to get bored. Episode 1, protagonist gets powers, trains for a bit, and suddenly everything is going to shit as the city's getting attacked. They're getting attacked from 2 areas, however there's only enough people to protect one of them. So Lengta says,
I came here to kill Origami as a god eater!
And disregards his commander's orders and tries to protect the civilians. However, at this point he knows nothing about using his weapon properly, so he gets fucked up. At least he saves some people, I guess. Luckily, he gets saved by the best God Eaters in the area. Now, do you remember when he said this? Well, now he's a prisoner as he disobeyed his commander's orders. So they decide to give him a second chance by going on a very dangerous mission. Or he could wait and see what they do with him. He does not think about this for very long and instantly agrees to go on the mission. Suddenly, we're now on an operation to save a girl as she's in a military transport aircraft that's being swarmed by origami. What I've described is only a small part of the show, being around an episode and a half long. Compared to a lot of other anime, you'll never find yourself watching and thinking, what's actually happening? There's no bullshit beach episode, this is not that type of show. Rather, it spells everything out for you. Stupid humans fuck with something they don't understand. World gets mostly destroyed. Protagonist is stupid but honorable. Monsters bad. Girl with weird clothing has crazy PTSD because her parents got killed in front of her. Also, somehow she uses pills to stop her PTSD from affecting her in battle. I don't know how that works. If there's a doctor watching, maybe leave a comment explaining that to me. This is fucking crazy in my opinion. While I could dissect every part of God Eater, I think you should check out the show for yourself. I do recommend it. The last thing that I'll mention about the show is that I really like the art style, but the monsters look fucking goofy. They seem to have created the monsters in 3D, which was immersion breaking when watching the show, but maybe for you it won't be as bad. Lastly, before the show was created, God Eater existed as a game series, first releasing in 2010 and now consisting of 8 games. I've only played one of the God Eater games and personally I didn't find it super enjoyable, but hey, you might enjoy it, so I don't know, give it a try. Hope you enjoyed this new style of video. It's an experiment, but if it performs well, then expect most of the videos to be like this one from now on. Well, I hope you're having a wonderful day and I'll see you in the next video. Hey Mark, yeah, I found this potential world-ending disease. Should we report this?
Yeah. By the way, I think I spilled my sperm on there, yesterday. So what do we do about that?
Pause. What the fuck are you saying, Mark? That's gay.